it did not include the payment of compensation to project-affected persons. Indeed, the original conceptualization was that the government of Ghana would be responsible for compensation. We are all aware of the economic challenges, and so it became necessary to do a variation to ensure that now compensation will be paid to project-affected persons before contractors get on site to commence works in some of these areas. Number two, in terms of the design review processes, the processes were not simultaneous. And so it will be important for one stage to be completed, to go for review and come back before works can commence. These are some of the reasons for which this project has delayed. Unfortunately, however, sometimes we don't tell the public the truth. We like to play it up in a partisan political way. That creates the impression that somebody has squandered money, somebody is not being committed to ensuring that people get the relief. For all the documentation that is available to me since I assumed office, it is quite clear that both the MPP and the NDC, both the World Bank and the government of Ghana agree on what must be done and are committed to getting the processes done. Indeed, I'm excited to see that both the parliamentary candidates for the NDC and for the MPP are here today. They've both been calling me, chasing me about this project. So it's not true that one side wants it done and another side doesn't want it done. Or one side has squandered money and another side doesn't want to get it through. And that's why it becomes a bit painful when, for example, we are looking at the funding to complete the project and it becomes a partisan matter. Today, as we work together to move this project to the next level, it's my prayer that this commonality of purpose will continue. Amen. Government has over the years invested significant resources in successive annual activities under the National Flood Control and Priority Drainage Programs. This investment is, however, being undermined by the inappropriate behavior of some residents living along our water bodies. All across the country, some residents are engaged in building in waterways and indiscriminately dumping solid waste that find its way into drains. The implementation of the Garrett project interventions and all other flood mitigating measures will not succeed if such behavior and underlying attitudes do not change. The state cannot be spending so much on infrastructure only for its intended benefits to be undermined by our own bad behavior. Let me reiterate that for flood mitigation to work in Accra and elsewhere in the country, behavioral change must be a major complement. Additionally, local assemblies must be bold and proactive to prevent building in waterways and the maintenance of these storm drains. All of society must support authorities to eschew bad behavior that undermines the progress that we are making. The Ministry of Works and Housing has this year included a public education campaign in the 2024 flood control program to assist in engineering behavioral change. We ask our colleagues in the media and other societal actors such as faith-based organizations and education authorities to support us. It will be our pleasure at the ministry to join hands and to fully participate in the homework cleanup exercise that is scheduled shortly in the weeks ahead of us as part of efforts to ensure that the behavioral change that we are looking for to complement the drainage works comes into being. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Works and Housing remains steadfast in its commitment to creating resilient communities that can withstand the challenges posed by climate change and urbanization. We need the support of all Ghanaians to make this vision a reality. I want to thank you all for your presence.